Gal Gadot's one scene as Wonder Woman in Joss Whedon's Justice League has become infamous for it played out. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The DCEU had a very unique look as far as cinematic universe go. Zack Snyder managed to craft a great universe that managed to not only be as dark and gritty as DC is expected to be, but also managed to excite audiences for what's to come, until it didn't. As soon as Zack Snyder exited the universe, the vision that the director had for the films fell apart immediately. WB on board Joss Whedon in hopes of recapturing the success of the Avengers, only for the film to crash and burn. However, one particular scene from the film has become notorious, one where Wonder Woman tries to stop a resurrected Kal-El from retaliating against the League. The scene has Cyborg, who had merged with the Mother Box, accidentally shooting at a resurrected Superman, who has no memory of where he is, or who the people in front of him are. Whatever fragments he does have of his life before his death indicate that Batman is his enemy, given the events of Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. This causes Superman to gear up to fight against the League, prompting Diana to address him with his Kryptonian name. Now, there are several issues with this, ranging from the way Gal Gadot delivers the dialogue, the narrative point of her addressing him with her Kryptonian name, and just how effective it is. However, the scene could also be read as Wonder Woman calling out to Superman instinctually, which might explain why she resorted to calling him in such a familiar manner. While James Gunn has been vocal about where fans will see Batman and Superman in the DCU, there has been no indication of where Wonder Woman will be and how she will be portrayed. We know that an actor has not been cast for the role yet, given that James Gunn wants to be authentic to the comics and cast an actress who is actually taller than David Corenswet and whoever will play Batman. While Paradise Lost will focus on the Amazonian side of things, there is no update from Gunn yet as to how Wonder Woman will appear in the DCU. In fact, from what has been revealed to fans, Chapter 1 of the DCU has yet to accommodate a slew of Justice League members, including The Flash, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, and Aquaman. However, without knowing how James Gunn is going to assemble his Justice League, it remains to be seen which projects will be crucial for his first chapter. Gal Gadot's one scene as Wonder Woman in Joss Whedon's Justice League has become infamous for it played out. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The DCEU had a very unique look as far as cinematic universe go. Zack Snyder managed to craft a great universe that managed to not only be as dark and gritty as DC is expected to be, but also managed to excite audiences for what's to come, until it didn't. As soon as Zack Snyder exited the universe, the vision that the director had for the films fell apart immediately. Gal Gadot created waves when she played the superhero on board icon, Joss Whedon, in hopes of recapture, but has she managed to maintain that power over the years? Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Let's be real, when Gal Gadot first stepped into Hollywood, few could have predicted that this former Miss Israel would end up becoming our beloved Wonder Woman. We got to see the former Miss Israel come into Hollywood and become a sensation. But here's the million-dollar question: has she managed to work her magic beyond the Amazonian warrior princess? Let's dive into her Hollywood report card and see what's what. Remember when Gal Gadot first showed up as Diana Prince in Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, 2016? Yeah, that small cameo that had everyone going, "Wait, who's that?" Well, talk about a glow-up. After that cameo, she starred in her very own solo Wonder Woman film in 2017, which didn't just break records, it smashed them to pieces, raking in more than $822 million worldwide. And not just a box office success, it also holds a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. However, while Wonder Woman established Gadot as a leading lady in Hollywood, her track record outside the DC universe tells a more complex story. Let's break down her filmography and examine the hits and misses that have shaped her career. Before she was wielding the lasso of truth, Gadot was burning rubber in the Fast and Furious franchise. Starting out in 2009, she played Giselle, and honestly, it was a pretty sweet gig. The franchise was already a money-making machine, with her first outing bringing in $360.3 million worldwide. Despite limited screen time, Gadot made quite an impression. By the time Fast 5 rolled around in 2011, $626.1 million at the box office, Gadot was getting more screen time and showing off those action chops that would later come in handy. Her chemistry with Sung Kang-han had fans shipping them hard, and when Fast and Furious 6 hit theaters in 2013, $788.68 million at the box office, she'd become a solid part of the family. During this time, she also popped up in a bunch of smaller roles. You might have spotted her in Night and Day, 2010, or Date Night, 2010. She also had a comparatively substantial role later on in 999, 2016. Think of it as her Hollywood internship period, learning the ropes, paying the dues, that whole day. Batman v Superman, 2016, might have been a bit of a mess, apologies to Snyder fans, but everyone agreed Gadot was a standout. Limited screen time, and she still managed to steal scenes from both Batman and Superman. That's what we call making an entrance. The film's box office performance, coupled with overwhelmingly positive responses to Gadot's portrayal, generated unprecedented hype for her solo Wonder Woman film. The hype, anticipation, and demand were already there. To fulfill it, came Wonder Woman 2017, and boom! Hollywood had a new superstar. The film was not just a commercial success, but had a cultural impact that led to it earning recognition from the American Film Institute as one of the year's top 10 films. The critics could not have enough of Gadot. The Entertainment Weekly, in their review of the movie, kept praising the movie and Gadot's charm. They said, "Wonder Woman is smart, slick, and satisfying in all of the ways superhero films ought to be." Based on the box office score and critics' praise, it does not come as a surprise that the film secured numerous Critics' Choice nominations as well. Gadot's performance also earned her the Saturn Award for Best Actress, very rightfully so. What is even better is that the film's success made it easier for production houses to invest in more female-led superhero movies. Isn't that cool? Then comes Justice League, 2017, which was, well, it was what it was. But even in that complicated situation, Gadot's Wonder Woman remained a bright spot. And when Wonder Woman 1984 hit during the pandemic in 2020, things got tricky. Sure, $169.6 million doesn't sound great compared to the first one, but hey, try releasing a blockbuster when most theaters are closed. Netflix came calling with Red Notice, 2021, throwing $200 million at a movie starring Gadot, The Rock, and Ryan Reynolds.